What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of our brand new series, our Pokemon Violet Wonderlocke. I am really excited to jump into this one. I'm hoping that today we can actually get to some Wonder Trading. But before we do all that, we do have to head to the lighthouse, and I believe we meet Arven here. But we'll see how things go there. Now, we do actually have 3 encounters in our party, but again, because we can't Wonder Trade yet, it doesn't technically count for anything. Now, when we do start to Wonder Trade, that's when the actual Nuzlocke is going to truly begin. So for now, we're just kind of getting through some of the intro stuff. We did a lot in the previous episode. We again made it through all of the little, what's it called? The inlet grotto, all that kind of thing. Getting an encounter there as well. So we're making some progress, but obviously there's a lot at the beginning of this game. So we're going to make the most of it and we're going to have a blast. And I don't actually know. I don't think we battle this guy yet. I don't remember. Maybe we do. I have no clue. We'll figure it out. Regardless, again, guys, the Nuzlocke has not yet begun. We don't have any of our true encounters yet. So even if we lose, I'm not going to count this as a loss yet. I'm playing a little bit easier this run around. Normally we do hardcore Nuzlocke rules, all that kind of stuff. This time around, I kind of just want to have fun with what I really love as a Pokemon game. I think this is a really fun game. I recognize, obviously, there are a million different issues with this game, but I really do like it quite a bit. And so I'm excited to jump into this and have some fun, man. We're gonna have a blast together. I was trying to see if I could get my OBS to be a little bit bigger, but it wasn't working. Okay, so we do battle him. Awesome, let's make it happen. Really excited to see how this goes. Obviously, again, guys, none of the trainer battles, things like that, are going to be any different than the normal base game. Really, the only thing that's going to be changing is our encounters, and then of course we are Nuzlocking it, so there is some difficulty in that capacity, but no level caps. We're playing on Switch mode if we want. We don't really have to stress too much about the rules, other than obviously only catching 1 Pokemon in each area, and then naturally if anything does faint, it's gone forever, which is really sad. But it should be good. I don't know. Something about this game and being able to Nuzlocke this game, in particular with the Wonderlocke variant, where we do get some randomization to it, I think it's just so fun. I feel like we've not tried anything like this yet before. I do want to remind everybody, just below me, you'll see Victory Road, Path of Legends, and Starfall Street. Obviously, those are the 3 kind of main pathways in this game. Those bars will fill up as we complete items in each category. So as we maybe get our first gym badge, the Victory Road will push further along that route, and hopefully by the end of the game, we'll have all 3 figured out, all 3 done, and we can hopefully beat this game first try. I'm really excited for it. I hope we can. We got Miraidon's Pokeball. Super happy to see that. Awesome. So I think after this, we will see. I want to say that we get a handful of new Pokemon. I don't know when. I don't think we open up Wonder Trading, excuse me, until we get to Necrozma. Not Necrozma, Mesagoza. Why did I think Necrozma? That's so silly. Again, guys, if we do find ourselves into a longer episode today, no worries. We're gonna have a longer episode. As we kind of get in the swing of things and get past a lot of this extra, obviously things may change, but for the time being, we are gonna do our best to just make some progress in this early game. I do, so I'll be honest, I haven't figured out the Alpha Sapphire Nuzlocke quite yet. That's one area where I'm struggling a little bit. I thought I saw something there. I am struggling a little bit. I hope to be able to transfer files into my new setup, which I did talk about in the previous episode, to be able to try it there and maybe be able to finish it. I really don't want to just give up on that because we are so close, and that run has been such a crazy run. Plus, there's a binder on the line. Now, if I have figured it out, you guys will have probably already seen that. I would have recorded an episode and hopefully put it up by now. I'm pre-recording this, and so I don't really know what the game plan will look like quite yet. But I just wanted to give everybody a heads up that I am still working on that, and hopefully you will have seen an episode go up before this one. And man, I really want to finish that run. It's been such a crazy run, honestly. That has been one of my all-time favorite Nuzlockes we've ever done, for a lot of reasons. But one, we never had to restart it. Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby are two of my favorite remakes of all time. And just in general, we've played pretty well in those games. Now, I'm not saying they're perfect, obviously. All right, Area 1, this is a new encounter. I'm gonna just grab this Lechonk. Keeping in mind here, guys, again, we only get one encounter per area. There are a lot of South provinces. I want to say there's 5. So we do have the opportunity to get one in each of those sub areas, but I just wanted to give everybody kind of a quick heads up there. I'm gonna mark this as a Lechonk, even though, of course, it won't be in the grand scheme of things. And hopefully we can catch it. I don't see why we wouldn't be able to, but I'm just gonna tackle it just to be safe. Again, guys, we're not changing the layout until we do have the final wonder traded Pokemon, and we can't do that quite yet. I'm hoping at the end of this episode, at the very least, we'll be able to do that, but there's just so much at the start of this game. It is very, very, very long. And so I know it's a little frustrating to get through all this, but I also don't want you guys to miss it. And I want to, well, it doesn't matter. I want this to be, shown for you guys. So we're not even really going to worry about battling, I guess. We're kind of fast tracking our way as best we can here. So let's see. What are you? Oh, it's an Azurill. Very nice. Oh, really? I am going to try and grab all these little items and things because they do very much come in handy. Another one over here. And we do get to heal up over at this Pokemon Center. Hopefully, anytime we see a little title screen change, we'll kind of take that as our cue to see if we've got the encounter in that area. But obviously right now, we've got no new encounters. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Avoid, avoid, avoid. All right. Nice. Los, whatever. Awesome. So we can't get an encounter here. We could hatch an egg at some point down the line. I guess technically that's a way of getting an encounter in a city. But right now we're not gonna worry about it. We don't have an encounter here, and that's totally fine. We don't really need too many at the moment. Very good. Now, again, I mentioned this in the previous episode, but levels are going to be a bit tricky. This isn't a hardcore Nuzlocke, so there are no level caps. However, if we do get something that's way too over-leveled and just not really usable, I will consider potentially wonder trading it back away. But to do that, I think it has to be within 10 levels of the next gym leader's ace or something along those lines. I want to put some kind of stipulation on that so there's a hard, fast rule. And I'm not just randomly saying, well, I don't want this, so I can wonder trade it away. I don't think that's fair. And so we'll figure all that out as we kind of go along here. But especially in the early game, that's going to matter a lot more. Just knowing that, we really don't have control over a lot of this. Obviously, dupes and species clause are very much still in effect. And so if we do wonder trade, get the same Pokemon that we've already decided to keep, to be clear, it has to be one that we keep. Then it's actually okay for us to wonder trade it back out and get rid of it. So just as a quick heads up. All right, let's just head straight for Mesagoza. I do not care. I just want to grab an encounter or two, and hopefully, which one is this? This is still South Province Area 1. So this is not new, just to be clear, which is totally fine. I also like that we don't have to battle anybody. Just makes it a little bit less stressful. Obviously, I do want to battle some people and things like that, but we'll use those more as training opportunities, I think. We won't have to stress as much about them. There's some items over here that I definitely want to get. Shinies, again, I mentioned this in the previous episode, but I'm reiterating a lot of stuff here at the beginning of this episode just to be safe. Any shinies we find, which, I mean, there's a world where we definitely find some shinies, we are able to keep those, which is really exciting. I'm hoping we can make that happen. What level? Okay. So what I'm a little not worried about, but what I'm thinking here is that I think, if I'm not mistaken, we do have to fight Nemona. I don't know if it's before we can go in here. I'm not sure, so we'll see. But I think this is where we start to be able to wonder trade, so I hope. I would love to be able to wonder trade a bit here. Yeah, so she does have 2 Pokemon here. Some of what, I mean, there's a world where this could be really difficult, but I think we should be okay. One of them is the Sprigatito, which is not that stressful. The other one's a Pommy at level 9, which is a little bit stronger for sure, but I'm not that worried about it, to be honest. And keeping in mind, if we do lose, like if a Pokemon faints here, it's not the Wonder Traded Pokemon, we do get to keep it. It's totally fine. This is more just to get to where we can actually make some progress. All right. Excuse me. Leafage does very little. Ember should do quite a bit. There we go. Very nice. I do want to win. That would be great. I love Sprigatito, man. It's such a cool little Pokemon, and it's so cute. I went Fuecoco for my first starter, and my man, he is so good. But Sprigatito is also pretty incredible. And really, it's just Quaxly that I don't like. I really hate Quaxly. I talked about that in the previous episode, but I just think it's such a dorky mon. I do understand, obviously, there is some like cultural significance to Quaxly, so please understand. I'm not trying to put a bad rep on that. I just, in particular, didn't really like the design. I thought it was a little silly, and so that's all. So this is the first Terra of the game. Look at this, so sick. Absolutely love it. Obviously, once we get into some Terra types and stuff like that, we'll be able to do some crazy stuff. But for now, this is just really cool. The first Terra of the game. Now, Thundershock might actually do kind of a lot here. Yeah, definitely a lot. All right. Ember does a good bit, but it's probably not gonna kill. Again, it's fine. This is not a loss for us here, guys, so please keep that in mind. I do understand also, you may have a different point of view on whether this counts as a loss or not, and that's fine. No judgment, it's cool. Everybody plays differently, so no stress. Everybody is allowed to play the way they wanna play, so it's totally cool. All right. This thing is kind of a menace, though. It might actually just wreck our whole team, which would suck, but like, it is what it is. That did nothing. Yeah, that did very little. Yeah, it might actually just take us out. Which sucks, but you know, it is what it is. Again, not counting it as a loss because we don't have any actual encounters yet. Which is annoying. Like, I really wish we could do this earlier in the game because it would make the first episode a lot more exciting, you know? I'm just gonna tackle it. It doesn't matter. We're gonna lose this fight, so. But, you know, nothing we can do about that. Tackle! Yeah! That's static, of course. By the way, Nuzlocke.app is an incredible resource. If you are doing any Nuzlockes of your own, definitely utilize it. It is wonderful. I use it for almost every run that I do now, and it's such a game changer in terms of being able to progress, see everything that you've done, make sure you haven't missed any encounters, those kinds of things. It's incredible. Highly, highly recommend using it because I have found it to be incredibly useful. We take it out. Wow, actually pretty close. I mean, we're not gonna win this, but we were one turn away. That's actually pretty good. I will take that. I'm curious if it makes us redo this battle. If it does, what we'll do is go battle up somebody else real quick and then come back to it, which is fine. What I don't want to do is have to, well, it's not even that far, I guess, so that's fine. We'll see if we have to do it again. Probably not. Thanks. Okay, so we don't have to battle her again. That's awesome. I'm gonna mark this as a victory despite it not being one, but just because we don't actually have to do anything about it, so. So when can we wonder trade? Itchy. All right. Look at this, guys. We have made it to Mesagoza. Excellent. Let's check on something. Awesome. You start trading once you get to the first Pokemon Center? Is that true? Huh. Well, maybe we already can. My apologies. We haven't yet, so I'm not worried about it, but... Huh. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll see. When there's a break in a cutscene, we'll see what we can do. That'd be great if we can go ahead and make it happen. Yeah. I need to add this series to the website also. I've already edited the first episode, so I'm really excited to see how this goes. Okay, thanks, yo. Yeah, girl, let's go. So I'm trying to think. So one of the nice things about this is, like, later on in the game, though it is very expensive, there is a world where we grind up on like Terra crystals and stuff like that, and we can actually like kind of optimize our team a bit, which would be really fun, depending on what we get, of course. Ooh, we can trade. Oh, okay. Well, guys, it's the time. I kind of like that this is happening in Mesagoza, but I apologize, I missed it at the beginning. Let's get those trades. Come on. It's gonna be so sick. I am now connected to the internet. Thank you. All right, let's make it happen. Surprise trade, guys. Oh, we have to, okay, that's fine. So let's get some Pokemon in our boxes and let's see what we can find here, guys. This is gonna be really, really fun. Again, we'll look at levels as we go here because I can't use like level 100s and stuff, but I'm hoping that we can get some fun new encounters. All right, this is our Lechonk. I would love to surprise trade. Thank you so much. Fantastic. All right, so we are gonna pull up this. We are gonna just walk around a little bit until we get a Pokemon. Look at that. Let's do it. This is our first Pokemon. Did it already? I think we just have to go in here. Yeah, baby. All right, let's go. Ninvender. Let's see what it is. Please be awesome. A Rhydon. We're gonna have to see what level this is. Is that a shiny Rhydon? No way. That's a shiny Rhydon. Oh, this is a... So, I don't love this. This is one of these like genned Pokemon. It's also gonna evolve. It's gonna be level 100. Which is really cool. Like, don't get me wrong, this is a really cool encounter, but I don't let's just see. I wanna see what level it is, I suppose. It's gonna be level 100, isn't it? Yeah, it's level 100. Here's what we could do. Let's check the summary really quick. It does not have an item. Okay. That's fine. was gonna see if it had an item, like, I will straight up steal that item, but I guess, you know, it had to have the trade item, I suppose, so. All right. I'm gonna Wonder Trade this away, guys. This is well within our reasonable trade limit. We can't use this anytime soon, and so until, if it's not useful at the moment, let's actually see. Okay, let's do this. So let's set the rule now. It looks like 15 is the first gym leader's like ace. So we're gonna say if it's 25 and below, we can keep it. Is that fair? I guess that's maybe fair. Maybe it's 20 and below. Is this, what is happening? It's another Pokevend. Guys, I don't know how I feel about this. No, I keep hitting the wrong thing. What item? Do you have an item? Okay, so it did have an item, but it is level 100. What item did it have? That's what I want to know. Pokeball. No. It had heavy duty boots. I mean, I'm gonna take the items when I can get them. I think that's fine. Maybe I'm cheating a bit. Can we please I hate to trade this. It's a shiny Charizard, but I can't use it. So I am trading it. I mean, we have to. This is so silly. We will eventually get a usable Pokemon. This is the only trick to a Wonderlocke, is sometimes in the early game, it can take a little while. So we'll see. I have the optimism in getting there. By the way, Charizard and the Rhydon line, those do not now count as, we didn't keep those Pokemon. So if we find a Rhyhorn level 5 or whatever, like, we are entitled to keep that regardless. A Dedenne, that seems more reasonable. Now I'm curious what level this is, but this is definitely something we could keep. It's not gonna be a crazy Pokemon, which is probably for the best. It's also Electric Fairy. Like, it's a pretty interesting typing. I don't know that it's the best, but like, it's not bad. It's level 12, which means we keep it. That does go on the team. Now I am going to go ahead and mark this as captured. Awesome. So that is a keepable Mon. All right, let's trade our Young Goose. And really today, guys, it's probably just gonna be Wonder Trading until the end. But I'm actually pretty excited about Dedenne. That's kind of cool. I've never used a Dedenne. I like it. I think it's adorable. And so we're gonna see where it goes. Having an electric and fairy type is probably very good. Despite the fact that in the early game, like, we're gonna be looking at bug type Pokemon, that kind of thing. I don't know that we need an electric and fairy type, but it's definitely good. All right, what do we get? Please don't be another Pokevend. Okay, I don't think it is. What is it? Oh! Oh, what level are you? Ooh, I really want you. That's a really good Pokemon. We're gonna see if this is what we actually keep, depending on level, but that is a very good Pokemon if we can keep it. A ghost type? Yes, please. Oh, it's a 45. All right, I am gonna trade it. We could technically keep it, I guess, if we wanted to, but I don't think it's worth it, guys. Especially in the beginning of the game, we need all of the encounters we can get. I'm gonna trade this back out. Later on, obviously, we're gonna get more selective in terms of, or not more selective, I guess, but we're gonna be more open to keeping a lot of these like higher level Pokemon. And so there's a lot more benefit to, you know, trading things off and getting usable Pokemon in the early game though. And that's gonna be a lot of what we're doing in today's episode, is just trying to find those. So that's fine. What do we got? This is so exciting. Oh, that's interesting. So this might be an egg Pokemon. I really like Trevenant. This is another. Why? Why are they all this? It's gonna evolve. It's gonna be level 100. Oh. I mean, look how cool it is. We've gotten 3 shiny level 100s. I'm gonna just say no because I can't keep this, I'm guessing. I guess if it's level 1, we can. It's level 5. We have to keep it. It's got the ability patch. I mean, okay. Or let me mark it. It meets the criteria, guys. I can't trade it. I hate that it's a gen Pokemon, but I can't trade it. All right, let's get Lechonk out there. In some ways, I'm really happy because I love Trevenant. It's obviously gonna be maxed out and it's ridiculous, but I wish I had learned Shadow Claw now. But regardless, like, it's a little silly. Ability patch is nice. I'll take that. This is kind of the fun of the fun and not fun of a Wonderlocke, though, is you do get some of these crazy, just silly things. And obviously all these little gen Pokemon are Pokemon that in the real world cannot be used, but this is what this video is gonna be. It's Pokevend. What is Pokevend? All right. I'm basically just farming items at this point. We'll trade Fuecoco really quick. Oh, I can't. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna snag this. I assume it has an item. Maybe it doesn't, but I'm gonna check. We can also, let's throw Dedenne on the team. Let's throw this silly thing on the team. Put away held item. I have no clue what that held item was, but whoops. Let's check really quick. A shell bell. That's really good. All right. This is so silly. Whoops. That's not what I meant. We're gonna find usable Pokemon. I promise you. Even if it takes forever. It's fine. It won't take forever. Yeah, let's trade this. All right, cool. How we doing, guys? Are we good? Gonna be Pokevend again. We should like make up a game. There needs to be a sub game of for every Pokevend.com trade. Okay, that's probably not a Pokevend. Now, level-wise, it might not be usable, but that's a pretty interesting Pokemon. I'm kind of curious on this one. Our Pokedex is looking great, considering where we're at in the game. It's level 37. I have to trade it. Yeah. Again, I think 20 and below is what we're looking for here, guys. So that's fine. We'll get there. How we doing? This is gonna be the longest Nuzlocke. Only because we're gonna keep having to do this. This process, by the way, will get a lot easier as we continue the game. One, we won't have 4 to do in a row, right? We're only gonna most likely do 1 at a time. But also, we'll naturally be able to accept more Pokemon as the levels go up. Like normally I would have been fine to keep that. It's just, we're not anywhere close to being able to use it. This probably is usable. Which is interesting. It's a Pichu, not great because we've already got an electric type. That being said, I kind of like Pikachu, well, Raichu, maybe more. But it is level 12. That is a usable mon. So I will mark that as a trade. And really, I mean, at this point, there's no harm in adding any Pokemon we get to our team. And so I will 100% take it. Last trade, maybe. And then we'll probably end the episode here. We really haven't done a whole lot this episode, aside from start to feel out the team, which is nice. Like, I want to be able to kind of see where we're at, use some of these Pokemon. Ooh, yo, that could be awesome, actually. Please be of a reasonable level. I would absolutely love this little guy. I would love a Fletchling. I also need to see if we can, and I don't think we can, but I need to see if we can rename any of these Pokemon. Because obviously, dang, dude, I always hit the wrong button. Let's check our boxes. Yeah, we can use this. Oh, heck yes. All right, dude, that's really good, actually. Okay, so this, we now have a team. Which I hope I have been updating as we go here. But this is awesome. So let's see, actually, can I? Don't believe I can, but I'd love to be able to rename this thing. From Korea, that's awesome. That's so cool. That's part of the fun, I think, in Wonderlocke is you get Pokemon from all over. This also has pickup, which is just incredible. This silly guy, Big Pecs on our Fletchling here, which is actually great. And then Static here with Nasty Plot. Wow, that's actually really good. All right, guys, I'm gonna save the game right here. Obviously, we've got a lot to do in the next episode because we finally made it to Mesagoza and we finally got some Pokemon. So we have a full, our team is as full as it can possibly be. I'm really excited, guys. We're gonna jump into this in earnest in the next episode. So definitely stay tuned for that. I appreciate the patience. We'll see how this shakes out as we continue on. Obviously, we're gonna have to deal with some of these crazy wonder trades, but I kind of will take it given we're getting some crazy items in return, which I know may be a little sketchy, but it's fine. Figure it out. Guys, thank you so much. I love you all. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will, of course, see you in the next episode.